What does WWE do when they run out of ideas? They bring back what's worked in the past. Vince McMahon is back, of all people, at Survivor Series. And not just for a one-off, but it seems for at least tomorrow night's episode of Raw as well. I'm Ollie Davis. Welcome to this sort of immediate WrestleTalk news reaction video to Survivor Series 2021, which just happened, where the big question mark coming out of that show isn't, where's Brock Lesnar? It's not, Rock the Dwayne Johnson. Is he going to be facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania anytime soon? It was the 25th anniversary of his debut after all. Nah, the main question on everybody's lips is, where is the goddamn golden egg? Yeah, an egg. A gold egg. A gold egg worth $100 million. Cleopatra's $100 million gold egg. If you haven't watched the show, the pay-per-view, and you're a little bit confused, that's okay. I'm a little bit confused too. But I must sincerely remind you, this is some of the best wrestling storytelling of the decade already. Because in 10, 15 years' time, stoners are going to watch this back. There's going to be montages edited together on YouTube of people howling in laughter at this. The pay-per-view as a whole, actually really good. Some of the in-ring wrestling was fantastic. Most of the men's elimination match was great, although it did have, a few fuddy-duddy finishes where like Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley got counted out. But the opening, Kevin Owens just walking out on his team, getting a count-out elimination, fantastic. I thought Charlotte Flair versus Becky Lynch had a sort of intentionally sloppy intensity, which trod that line between what is shoot and what is kayfabe, which really worked with their overall feud at the moment. And the main event of Big E versus Roman Reigns was just, I really liked it by the end. The first half was a bit slow, but that's Roman's style of match these days. The final half was really, really good stuff. Really got Big E over. But there was no Brock or Roman interference. Brock or Roman? Brock or Rock interference. Because the key thing throughout the entire pay-per-view, it was stitched together with multiple behind-the-scenes segments. It was all about this golden egg. Vince McMahon makes his return. He arrives in a limo backstage earlier that day, and there's a sort of collection of undercard Raw wrestlers, and SmackDown, I suppose, Sonya Deville and Adam Pearce. And Vince McMahon gets out, and we're like, oh my God, it's Vince McMahon. And then he goes, wait a second, and he goes inside, and he brings out one of those sort of decorative, old-timey eggs. Back in the day, it was popular to get a gift for someone in the form of an egg. Decorate that egg. Not just a hen egg that you would eat, but a shape of an egg embossed with diamonds and gold, and maybe it opens up and it's got a little thing inside. Eggs. Why are we talking about eggs? I'll tell you why. It's because Red Notice is out, starring The Rock. That's right, Red Notice, a film on Netflix, is being promoted on a WWE show on Peacock Premium. You'd think Peacock Premium wouldn't want that to happen, but I also think WWE have their money anyway. Who cares? So the story of Red Notice, I really enjoyed the movie. I watched it last week. It's not particularly highbrow. It's pretty stupid a lot of the time. Just a dumb actioneer, but I found it pretty decent, particularly Ryan Reynolds and Dwayne Johnson's performance together. But the whole idea is that way back in the day, Mark Antony, the Roman conqueror, with Cleopatra, he bought her 3 really special eggs. I can't believe I'm talking about this in a recap of Survivor Series. One egg now is in an art gallery. Another egg is in an arms dealer's special vault. The final egg, no one knows where it is. And the sort of plot of the movie is that these art thieves have to go around collecting these eggs to get them all together to sell them to this guy and make loads of money, $100 million. So WWE, in their infinite brand awareness wisdom, has like, well, okay, it's like they just read the Wikipedia plot synopsis of the movie and was like, oh, yeah, okay, I get it. There's an egg involved, $100 million, whatever. When I'm pretty sure you need all 3 eggs for it to be $100 million or maybe $200 million. There was never one egg that was just worth $100 million. It needed to be the set. Anyway, Vince is backstage and he tells Roman Reigns, your cousin got me this, The Rock. And it's not a prop that they used for the movie. It's the legit Cleopatra egg. This egg is worth $100 million. And Roman's just sitting there like, what the hell's going on? And Vince, he's not the promo he once was. It's pretty difficult to understand a lot of his dialogue and lines. And Roman just seemed a bit awkward to be there. He leaves. Vince is talking up the egg still. Why are we talking about the egg? Later on, Adam Pearce and Sonya Deville there. They're like, oh my God, the egg! But the egg isn't there anymore. And Vince is like, where's the egg? And Sonya's like, well, I'll call the police. Adam Pearce is like, oh, I don't know, where's the egg? Vince starts going on this sort of delirious monologue about how it could have been the guy outside. He looked a bit dodgy. Could have been someone on the crew, I don't know. Just like, not good. Not a good promo. And Pearce is like, could have been one of the superstars. And that's when Vince says, well, tomorrow night on Raw, everyone needs to be there. So I presume Raw and SmackDown people are going to be on tomorrow night's episode of Raw. And Vince McMahon is going to get to the bottom of who took the egg. This isn't just a little storyline. Roman Reigns was just involved in it. Vince McMahon is coming back to TV for this. For the Red Notice film promotional tie-in. Because that's what's most important now. Not wrestling, but exploiting your IP for the benefit of other brands. Wasn't the only one we got on this show either. There was also a whole match dedicated to Pizza Hut. A whole match that was actually meant to be dedicated to The Rock. It was the 25-person over-the-top battle royal, which was won by Amos because he can't actually take any bumps, and it would have been impossible and potentially very dangerous to throw him over the top rope. It is a 25-man battle royal to celebrate 25 years since The Rock debuted. But it was mostly about the Pizza Hut pizzas that were at ringside that people occasionally took into the ring to use as spots. R-Truth took a slice of pizza in to distract Amos, but then Otis ate the pizza slice. I think Sami Zayn threw some pizza out of the ring. The Street Profits at the end stole the pizza from AJ Styles and Amos and ran away with it and started throwing it into the crowd. And you kind of like, thought this match was to celebrate The Rock's career. Maybe this is the bit you have the egg in. Or maybe, I don't know, an appearance from The Rock. The whole pay-per-view had video packages recapping The Rock's career. Roman Reigns in the main event. Frickin' eggs there. Roman is in a segment where his cousin is referenced. The Rock's name is never said. It's just your cousin. So it's like, what? Are you trying to move the pieces in place here for a Rock and Roman feud? But we've got Brock next. I mean, the report is that Rock and Roman will happen at WrestleMania 39, is it? Not 2022, but 2023, because that's taking place in Hollywood. 2022's is taking place in Texas. Hollywood makes a bit more sense, given The Rock's main career path these days. But yeah, Overall, as most WWE shows are, really good in-ring stuff. Love all the wrestlers as people. Crazy booking. And the big headline is that this crazy booking means Vince McMahon is back on TV for a storyline for at least one episode about a missing decorative egg that belonged to Cleopatra and is worth $100 million. It's genius. It's genius. Laurie's going to have a full breakdown review of Survivor Series 2021. Hopefully a lot more egg chat later today. So please subscribe, enable notifications to know when that's out first. But for now, goddamn, I'm going to find an egg. See you later.